Hey, Jeff the Cheesehead Flipper here, and oh boy, do we ever have some amazing sales this weekend. That's right, we sold quite a bit of things on many different platforms. We sold things on eBay, we sold on Poshmark, we sold on Mercari, we sold Amazon FBM as well as FBA. I'll roll the Amazon FBA stuff at the end because there's nothing here for me to show. It's in their warehouses. That's by far my favorite way to sell. But look, let's look at what I have here. And wow, like I said, we had quite the weekend. It was the Labor Day weekend, so we had an extra day of sales. And I was running a sale on most platforms, and it really kicked off. First thing we sold, let's look what we sold on Poshmark. The first thing I sold was a Cry-Cut personal cutter for $60. My buy cost in this unit was most likely under $10. I bought a massive amount of these many years ago, and they've been sitting over my death pile. And shock, I started listing them, and they're selling. Who would have thunk it? It's listed and it sells. Wow. Anyways, it is right here. It's in 25 August 0701. It is packed up and ready to go, so I will throw a photo of this one. Like I said, buy cost $10 or less. Sold it for $60. And I probably have 50 more over there I need to list. Yeah, I got a lot of them. The next thing we sold on Poshmark. We sold Joe B. Benesat women's size 9 juniors Nuatag pants. We took an offer on them for $20, and once you see the SKU, you'll know why we took any offer on these. The offer came in, I even looked. I saw the SKU number, and I clicked yes. Buy cost them was probably about $1 or $2 on Whatnot. Link down below if you want free $15 on Whatnot. Get some stuff there to source. But the SKU was 23 August 2207. So if you don't know my SKU system, it goes to year, month, day it was listed, then which item that day listed. So this was the 7th item I listed on August 22nd of 2023. So a little bit old listing. That's why we took whatever offer. It is new with tags, but it took forever. Let's go find it. 23. It's going to be way back here. August, should be up here. 2207. August 2207. $22.04. 2207. Here they are. Joby. Alright. So I don't want to pull these out of here. So I'm just going to throw a photo up of them. It's not hard to pull them out, but to refold them, get them all back in there, nah. No one wants to do that. Ain't nobody got time for that. Next, let's take a look at what we sold on Mercari. Yeah, we had Mercari sales. I've noticed that Mercari actually is doing a little bit better right now. They have been pushing some coupon codes out, and that has helped out. So hopefully they're getting buyers back from when they decided to shift all the seller fees to the buyers, and the buyers went, whoa, why is everything costing so much more? And they bailed. So hopefully they're rebuilding, because it would be nice to get Mercari back to how it used to be in the good old days before they had a brilliant idea to tack fees, add fees to everyone. Yeah. First thing we sold was American Girl Welly Wishers. A lot of 3 books. That sold for $10. Not the greatest sale in the world. However, it is profitable. I think I spent 50 cents total on these books, and they weren't good to send on the Amazon FBM. I didn't feel like doing, or FBA, didn't feel like doing FBM with them. They just weren't enough. So I allotted them together of similar types, and they sold pretty well. They are in, where are they? Hold on. I don't think Mercari shows me my... Do they show me my SKU? Details. They do not show me my SKU. So let me jump over to eBay and grab my SKU. Alright, I'm back. I'm going to cut that a little bit out. The SKU is 25 July 2604. Let's go grab it. 25 July 26 is going to be, and it's 2604. Should be up here. $26.01, $26.02, $26.04. There they are. I could probably combine these July bins. Sold quite a bit of them. Actually, they're a little bit tight, so I'm just going to throw a photo up of that. They're not going to slide out very simple. But just some American Girl books. American Girl books are always worth looking up. Even if you only sell on eBay and like the other ones. Definitely on Amazon. You do need to get ungated on them. Hey, here's a secret. You want to get ungated on American Girl on eBay, or not eBay, on Amazon? Go to the American Girl's webpage, buy 10 items on clearance. Boom. It's that simple. I don't know why people are freaking out about things that are gated on Amazon. Most it's pretty simple to get ungated off. Alright. So we took an offer on, was it $9.50 or $10? Something like that. On that one. Not too shabby. Next one going out, we sold a Paint Zoom Platinum Professional spray paint. Like sprayer. For $77. Yeah, not too bad. And that one is... here it is. 25 August 1001. I bought this for $6 at a thrift store. It was sealed, unused, still brand new. I'll throw a photo up of it because it's ready to go. I don't want to open that box. Not too bad. Alright. That is what we sold on Mercari. Now, what did we sell on eBay? How many do I have going out now? I have 8 going out on eBay. Yeah, the sales just keep on rolling. Let's go down to the bottom here. Alright, first one we sold was a Texas Instruments BA2 Plus calculator. Normally, I sell these on Amazon because this time of year you can get like $30 to $40 for a used BA2 Plus on Amazon. However, this is the really old version of it. I'll show you when I grab it. And that's why I put it on eBay, because one, if people are looking for on Amazon, it has to match the actual photo and description of it, and this one does not match that listing. Put it over on eBay, and the eBay value of these things is far less, especially for that older version. But even for the regular version, it's about half of what you can sell it for on Amazon. And honestly, total cost to buyer of $30 on either platform, you're going to pay out about the total, you're going to receive about the same back. A lot of people think the fees on Amazon are so much higher. Not really. Anyways, let's grab it. It's in 25 July 2903. July 2903, same bin. $27, $29.03. I have it labeled OG BA2 Plus because it is this version. This is a much older version. It does not. You cannot send this one into Amazon under the normal listing that right now will sell for $30 almost instantly. But still, my buy cost on this, I believe, was $1. So $1 into 16, pretty good. Someone's probably gonna use this for the same class that people are paying $30 for, but they're okay if they're looking a little bit older. So I saved money. Smart person should be in business. Oh wait, I think they are. At least in finance. Alright, into the bucket it goes. Alright, next thing we sold. We sold a DVD set, A Place to Call Home, seasons 1 through 6. It's a BBC series. So if you're looking at like media, especially DVDs, at a thrift store, and you see there's a couple things you always scan for. You see BBC, look it up. You see PBS, you look it up. Just do it. If it's Downton Abbey, just skip that one. Look at all the rest. But Downton Abbey, unless it's a complete series or they're sealed, probably not going to be worth the time. Everything else, definitely check. This one sold for $20. I did take an offer on it. I had it, I believe, for $25 or $27. But to get it moving super fast, I took that $20 offer. I paid $1 a piece for the disc, so we're talking $6. Not the hugest flip, but was a pretty good winner. Sealed, these would all went to Amazon, because sealed they sell really well for good money there. But used, I decided to lot them up, put them on eBay. That's something I'm doing with a lot of my things. You know, it's like those Well Wisher books. If it's not worth putting individually on Amazon, I'm lotting them together and selling them on eBay. Anyways, it's in 25 August 2903. Fairly recent one. Let's go grab it. Here it is. This box is also sealed and ready to go, so I will throw a photo of this one as well. Alright, next one up. Another example of the same thing. I sold LOLO Seasons 4 and 5 used DVDs from BBC. Again, had the BBC thing on there. Sold for $16. Is 3 discs, so I paid $3 for it. They're in 25 July 2501. Are they over here? I'm pretty sure these are going to be in here. Now that's one thing I've been thinking about adding to my SKU system. Here it is. Something that indicates if it's boxed or bagged. Maybe P for poly bag, B for box at the end of the SKU. Just so I know which side it's on. Especially if I ever get everything listed, I'm going to have multiple rows of stuff. But anyways, see in this one here, I bought the lot, and a couple of the seasons were sealed, a couple of them were open. These ones here were open, and they do better as a group on eBay than they did individually on Amazon. However, the sealed ones, which were seasons, I think, it was weird because the early seasons were sealed, but the late ones weren't. Don't know. Maybe they watched it back in the day and they only caught up on where they left off watching it. Because seasons like this is seasons 4 and 5. Yeah, seasons 1, 2, and 3 were sealed. Seasons 4 and 5 were not sealed. Go figure. Anyways, they're going out. Another example, checking BBC. Next one going out. For $16, we have Whirlpool Whisper Air Tower Purifier Filters. Sold for $16. By cost, I believe, was 50 cents at a garage sale. It's in 25 June 2502. $25. 2502. Here they are. 1502. I knew they were boxed. This one's boxed up ready to go, so I'll throw a photo of this one as well. Don't forget to look up air filters. Some of them sell pretty good. This one is kind of mid, but there are some like air filters and like especially like sealed filters for like water filters for like refrigerators. A lot of them are worthless, but some of them are really good money. Next, we sold Gap women's 5-inch mid-rise denim shorts, size 29, for $16. Yeah, Gap isn't a huge brand, but if I can buy their jean shorts for $1 or less, I buy them. And I guarantee I spent $1 or less on these jean shorts, and they sold for $16. It's getting toward the end of the season right now for selling shorts. However, it is getting to be the beginning of the season when I start buying them, because my thrift stores throw them in a clearance bin all winter long, and they're at if you go to the bins, they're at the bins in droves in the wintertime. Load up on them, list them in spring, sell them in the summer. Then 25 July 1208. July 1208. It's going to be this one. 1208. There they are. Awesome. I think I'll throw a photo of these two. I got a lot of stuff to pack, so I don't really want to repack stuff. Alright, next one going out, we have another BBC DVD series going out. Grantchester Seasons 1 through 4 PBS Masterpiece Mystery Series. Sold for $30. And we took an offer on it. I had them listed for $40. And if I would have held out, I probably could have got $40. But hey, that was a good offer. I accepted it right away. Ship it out. Get the money. Get it rolling. 4 DVDs, so it cost me $4. Let's grab it. It's in 25 August 2904. Also boxed up and ready to go. So I will also throw a photo of this one up. Alright. And now for the last one we sold on eBay. We sold... Ooh, how do you say this? Bergani Handmade All Occasion Greeting Card Collection, sealed. Brand new. I had it listed for $45. I received an offer for $12. I countered at, I think it was like $30 or $35, and they countered at $12. And I countered what I had, they countered, and we went back and forth, and then boom, it sold to someone else for $37. They sent an offer that was auto-accepted, and the other person, because they were playing games, lost out. But here's the thing, why do I reply to those lowball offers? It stimulates the algorithm in that product, showing there's interest, and it feels like it jumps up. Because anytime I'm going back and forth with some lowballer like that, it seems like almost every time it sells to someone else. $37. Plus, quite often those lowballers, I'll respond with a decent offer, and it's about 50-50 they take it. They're just trying to set the bar low, seeing how low you'll go. It's in 25 July 2706. July. June. Must be here. There it is. Let me move my shipping bucket out of the way. This one's also boxed up and ready to go, so I will throw a photo of this one as well. And yeah, it's a 2-bucket day. Actually, it's more than a 2-bucket day. So I got 2 full buckets here, plus I got those 2 big ones, and then I got what I sold on Amazon FBM yet. Yeah, we ain't done. Amazon FBM. Alright, let me see. They got a bunch of things I sold a lot of. Then I'm going to have some other things I sold a couple of. So the first thing we sold was Men in My Life audio CD by Jackie Allen. Sold for $9.50. Let's go grab it. Men in My Life, Jackie Allen. Kind of green color. Here it is. Our buy cost was 50 cents. Seems to be about the price that I seem to get most of these for. Most of my DVDs, yeah, 50 cents, or CDs are 50 cents. Alright, next thing we sold, I think it was another CD. Yes, Larry Boy the soundtrack, also sold for $9.50. Let's go grab it. Alright, here it is. VeggieTales Larry Boy soundtrack, new sealed, $9.50. Now most VeggieTales stuff is worth looking up, and not all of it is worth selling. However, some of it can be pretty good money. That one is, again, kind of meh, but in general is pretty good. Alright, now next we get to the big stuff that I sold, or the big volume of stuff. I sold one of these. It's an iClicker 2. Sold for $36. In good condition. Now, just like 4 or 5 years ago, these are $50 easy this time of year. Down about, so about 35. So if you find them, keep that in mind. On eBay, they're like half that. But on Amazon, about $35. I live in a college town, so I find these all the time. Then we also sold a similar device, a Turning Technologies QT device, RCQR01. There's a couple different variants of this one. I bought about 5,000 of these from local colleges a couple years ago. If I remember, I'll throw a photo up, a video link there where I bought them. And they go out, they trickle out this time of year. They're not as widely used as some of the other ones, but these are still used enough where they're worth my time, and I have the room for them. So they're in my long-term storage over there. And I sold 3 of these, and they sold for $13 a piece. Sold 3 of them. I have all of them over there. I only brought one over to show. And then we sold another one of these type of clickers. We sold the iClicker 1, or the OG original one. Big thing on these, if you're looking at them, if they don't have that code on the back on the original ones, worthless. You can use if you have the dock, you can set it up and use it and find the code, but it's a lot of work. So if you don't have all that equipment in the software, if it doesn't have the code in the back, forget about it. These things, I used to buy these all the time at about, I would even go up to $10 a piece on them. Nowadays, if I can't get them for $1 or $2, I don't even bother with the original ones because they don't sell for a lot, but they do sell pretty good. We sold these. I sold 21 of these this weekend at $14 a piece. Yeah, 21 of these went out at $14 a piece. My average buy cost in these is probably about $1 or less. So I buy these. Usually I find big lots of these, either from universities, colleges, or online. Even on eBay or other places, I'll find big lots of these where someone has like 50 to 100 of them. And I'll buy the whole thing, and I'll sit them all year till they sell, like the 1 month a year they sell. They also sell at midterm too. Not too bad. Yeah, so about $1 or $2 buy cost on that Clicker ones. On the Turning Technologies one, I'd be shocked if I had 50 cents into each one. So I bought such a big lot. And then the iClicker 2, I may have paid $10 to $15 for that one. I don't find them as much as I used to at a price that I can afford to do it. My target cost on them is $10 or less. That is what we sold on all the platforms combined. We didn't do a Whatnot show or anything like that. Just too busy. So no solds on Whatnot. I will also roll the Amazon FBA stuff at the end of this video. So hopefully you can check that out. And man, I gotta get to packing this stuff because it is really, really late. It is almost, it's past 2 a.m. now. And school starts tomorrow. Yeah. So I'm going to be waking up early. And I'm up late and I haven't packed all this stuff yet. Alright. So you guys know what I always say. Gotta keep on listening so you can keep on selling. You have a great day. I'll talk to you later. Bye-bye. Now let's roll that Amazon footage.